Demon Souls walkthrough for ArmageddonGaming.com, and we're back with probably going to be a pretty popular one. It's World 3. The beginning is the first level is very easy to get lost in, and unfortunately, it's the way it is for most people when they start out. It was for me. It was like really creepy and stuff walking around in this area. But here we are. Probably should have cut out that loading screen, but I didn't. And but the way I did this a little out of order. I did this very early on to begin with, which is why I'm in like my noob gear. Because there's where I got a lot of my gear earlier was from here, so it seems a little out of context, but I suggest coming here pretty early. Anyway, right out of the archstone, go to the left, because we can't go to the right just yet. We can't open any of these doors either. And I will open most of these doors just because I kind of forget what's inside of all of them. But before you do, you're going to want to probably kill anybody who's sitting out in front. And when you go in, you need to be very careful not to get knifed by bad people. So these are going to be our main enemies. And I highly suggest a very strong weapon, because you can kind of stun lock them. Wait for them to turn around and just use 3 heavy attacks, I suggest. As quickly as you can, and that'll be enough to stun them mostly. But if you really, those guys are really tough, and if you're not feeling up to it, kill them with arrows. But those keys right there will allow us to open all of these doors on this floor, which is the 3rd floor, the floor you start out on. So that's where we are right now. And before you try this level, I really suggest looking on the Demon Souls wiki for the map. It's kind of confusing, but it's going to be less confusing if you look at it and put it into practice. Yeah, these are the guys who like to knife you. They hide in the back, so you can't really see them or do anything about them until you open the door. So watch out for them. I do use a lot of time looking around in a lot of these cells for stuff. If you don't see anything in there, it's not even worth opening. I don't know what I was doing. But I do go a little bit faster later on. A lot of unimportant things. And we can't go through that door just yet. We have to finish on this floor first. And all these floors are kind of split up into these horseshoes. And it's made more complicated by places where the ground has fallen in. And it can make a very easy place for you to fall in and die. We wouldn't want that. So I'm going to open up all these cells that don't have anything inside of them, because I'm just that pro. But at least it's an easy way for you to see, you know, which of these cells have bad guys in them or items that you may want to consider. So we're going to be going over here. And there's actually, as you can see right there, there's a passageway that connects to another part of floor 3. Which is where we need to go, because we need to get the keys. It's gonna sweep up all these spots. Chances are, for a game like this, you could probably just put me on mute and just watch. Because there's a lot you can learn just by watching without commentary. But I'm here regardless. There's gonna be a second one of these guys, and just you're gonna want to whore out this edge, because they're kind of idiots, particularly with the thief's ring on. They'll walk past you and you can get backstabs on them and stuff. I do it better later. I thought I was going to die right there. You really don't want them to let off an attack. In fact, if it looks like they are, it's probably better to run. At the same time, it's very hard to get away from them. It's kind of all or nothing when you go up against them. With melee, you really just want to kill them as quickly as possible before they can do anything. If you have the Dragon Bone Smasher, I would suggest that, because it likes to knock them down with every single swing. But it is a tricky weapon to use, takes a lot of strength. Anyway, we're on the second half of the 3rd floor. Where we need to be. Killing people. Opening up cells. Looking for shinies. You can see him hiding back there. You know he's going to do it. This guy doesn't. They don't always, but if you ever see a guy lurking back there, you should probably bring up your shield. But I didn't bring a shield this time because I don't think I had the strength yet to wield a shield and his weapon, and using it two-handed to make sure that these guys die as quickly as possible. As you can see, I was able to put 3 stuns on them. Probably the best way to kill them, particularly this early on. I get the second key for floor 3, which is going to allow us to go back and open that gate that we missed. You can't go any further from where we are right here because there is a hole, I believe. If you look on the map, it'll show you there's a hole, and if we try running down the other side of this hallway... Wait. Maybe I'm wrong. I believe there is a hole right here and we can't go any further. Well, we'll see, because I have to kill everything apparently. Oh no, there are goodies right here. Great, so I'm making this more confusing. Basically, floor 3 is just a double horseshoe, connected by that one little walkway we went through. Okay, so there is a hole here, but there's a gate. But we can't go any further that way. So we're going to have to try to find a different way to get there. I do like to kill or break a lot of these boxes. Sometimes they block doorways or block various items that are scattered around. So we're going to backtrack the way we came. Back to the archstone, essentially, where we started. And we're going to go to the right, the direction I told you not to go, because there's that locked gate. So we're going to do that right now. You hear that guy screaming, that's Lord Rydell, I do believe. I don't know if it's Lord, but something Rydell. We'll get to him later, though, but he's tricky to get to. Also, he's fairly unimportant. So here's our first fog, going through that gate. We only have one option, and it is to go upstairs, which we will do. And this is going to bring us to the 4th floor. Here we are, 4th floor. I do believe we don't have the keys yet for this. Yeah, these guys have a tendency to scare me. And then I get kind of excited with the animations, apparently. But I do not believe... Oh, yes, we can open these up. I guess we did get the keys somewhere. So these sarcophagi, or Iron Maidens, or whatever they are, some of them are trapped, and I will be showing you the ones that are trapped, and I will be showing you the ones that are important. Like, that one is good, because we like our ephemeral eyes. Those are happy. Not useful all the time, but still good to grab. As many of them as you can. This one right here is, be very careful. There's a lot of dudes in there. We can't open it yet, I guess, because we don't have the specific keys. Some of the keys are kind of weird. It's difficult to say. If you can't open it, chances are you're probably going to get the key later. We're going to go back the other side of the horseshoe. On floor 4. 4th floor. That's a mouthful right there. So right here I almost die, because there's like 20 of these dudes with knives. And they all time their attacks in waves, so it's difficult for me to... That guy should have killed me right there, but he didn't. I get really lucky. I also run out of stamina, which is not good. Not a good way to play. Running out of stamina is bad. There are actually guys in the pots, but... Yeah. You heard that right. They're guys in the pots. A lot of these guys have a really good chance to drop a Royal Lotus, which cures poison, I do believe. And you can buy them from that, the merchant, which I will show you in a second. Either way. What's in here? Yes, this is where we need to be. So some of these can be opened. These first 2 right here, I think I was looking at the map, by the way. These first 2 are okay to open, which I will show you in a second. And they drop some very decent gear, which I will show you as soon as I decide to move again. There we go. Let's see, is this the one? Yes, this one has the full black leather and assassin's mask. That is very, very good armor to wear. It's probably going to be wearing for a majority of the game. I do equip it eventually. I'm looking right now at the map to see which one are the bad ones. But frankly, I remember I'm doing the commentary. This guy scared the piss out of me. He won't be there in the doorway. He walks around back and forth over there on the opposing horseshoe of the cells. He'll walk away. It was kind of unlucky that happened. I let him walk away, I do believe. Okay, this Iron Maiden is bad. This one will poison you if you open it, which isn't good, so you have to use a Royal Lotus to get rid of the poison. If you don't have one of those yet, well, we'll have to go to the merchant, which I will show you here soon. This guy scared me again. He was all over me. Not sure what his deal was. You can wall hack them a bit. It's tricky. I just wait for him to walk away. It's easy to do with the Thief's Ring. As you can see, the 3 strong attacks just stun lock them. So having a larger weapon on these guys is very useful. That's one of the main reasons I do like the large weapons. I grab the keys here. Make sure to always get all the keys. There's no reason not to get the keys. I put the assassin stuff on. This stuff makes you pretty resistant to poison. Mostly poison, yes. Gives you a lot of poison resistance, which is great. Because it's probably the most used detriment in the game. And now I am returning because we're done in this area. We have the keys that we need. The other side, I don't believe anything important, or there was a hole. Can't exactly remember. I'm probably looking right now. But we have the keys that we need to proceed in the level, which is what we will do. We're going to open up this gate right here. And that is the end of this video. I will continue 3-1 in the next video. So, thank you for watching.